Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm actually been really excited to make this video. So lately, if you've been in my Discord, you've seen I've been pretty much playing non-stop a new game known as Zenith: The Last City. Um, Now, the reason I've been playing it non-stop is because it's absolutely amazing. It's in early access. It's $30. You can go pick it up on Steam, Quest, PSVR. It is cross-play, and what they're calling cross-buy, I didn't really look that much into it since I only play on Steam, but I'm assuming if you buy it one place, you've bought it the rest. That's really the only thing I could assume it means. Um, but as for the gameplay, it's could be considered hack and slash, although it's really not hack and slash. It's more so closer to a realistic MMORPG where you have a certain move set that you use, and there's cooldown times, there's wait times, there's cooldown for a regular slash of your sword. Otherwise, you're doing very minimal damage if you're just trying to flail your swords around. Um, there are currently in the game two classes, the Blade Master and the Spellcaster. I believe they call the Essence Mage. I've only played the Blade Master, and with that, I've only played DPS. Excuse me. But with that, it's just so much fun. I really can't say enough about how fun the game is. Basically, what I was looking for in a VR MMORPG was essentially World of Warcraft in VR. Long story short, I'm not disappointed. Long story long, this game has questing, although it may not be as perfect as one would like. Again, this game's in early access, so I don't expect it to be perfect. You've got world bosses, you've got public events. There is currently one dungeon in the game. It's not instanced, so you're not going to go in there just with a party and never be interrupted. People may come in, tag along with you, but with the nature of the game, I actually prefer that because it is a moderately social game. Whereas you do have an in-game voice chat. Now, Livevox may be absolute horseshit, but it's what we got. Um, I do notice that at times I'll randomly disconnect from the voice chat. To my knowledge, from what I've heard on Reddit and through the Discord, it's basically if the time on your computer isn't synced up, you'll start having the random disconnect issues, which seems about right because once I synced my time up, at least yesterday, as of recording this, I had voice chat connected till the end of the session, the very long 6 hour session. Yeah, you really can't get me off of this game. It's actually surprising I'm even recording this and not playing right now. But I've given myself a couple hours here to get this video recorded before I start playing again at noon. Um, I have managed to get myself up to level 39. I am almost at level 40. I think I have a quarter of the way left to get there. The quest experience. You're not going to get the experience needed to level up to continue the quest with the quest, so you will have to go either kill a bunch of random mobs or do public events to get the XP needed to continue. I actually don't mind that. I like a grindy game. That's why I liked World of Warcraft when it was good. I could make a whole other series of videos on why World of Warcraft is shit now. But I'm not going to because I'll leave that horse dead. I'm not going to bother kicking it any further. But yeah, back to why I love this game. It's just amazing. It's social, but you don't have to be social. You make a guild as of right now. The extent of guilds is just so you got people to play with on a regular basis rather than hoping you come across someone. The servers are, which they call shards, are capped at 100 players. So the map is quite vast, and you're gonna be lucky if you encounter anyone in the areas you're currently in. Um, I mean, I'll go to the starting zone and you'll encounter some people most of the time, but it's really a you'll find people you won't. And that's why guilds are nice, but not necessary. You can go through the entire experience just going by yourself and enjoying the game, seeing the sights. Um, I never felt the need to just grind up to level 40 as quick as I can, which is currently the max level. Um, Although I did get there fairly quickly. I think it's been a week and a half ish since I bought the game. So pretty much as if you leveled as fast as you could in World of Warcraft today, or at least as fast as I could. I don't claim to be a power leveler. I don't wish to be a leveler. Wish I could say leveler without faltering. Besides the point. I went in this game with high expectations. Like I said, I wanted it to be World of Warcraft in VR, and those expectations were surpassed even with this game still being in early access. Um, Now, take that for what you will. It's early access. It's not going to have a metric shitload of endgame content. I know there are going to be raids in the game if there's not already. I haven't gotten to that point yet. Right now, the most I know about is there are world bosses in the game, which apparently drop level 41 gear. You can wear gear up to 2 levels past where you're at. Um, so that does help with dealing out damage when you're technically under leveled for a zone. Um, but yeah, and the only real times I ever felt under leveled for a zone was when I wasn't at the level of the enemies around me and when I wasn't grouped up with only one other person. Um, and they were DPS as well, so no healing, no nothing like that, but we were still getting shit done. Um, in the game, you can fly, that's one of the main selling points. Now, literally any other game in VR where there's flying involved, I got extremely motion sick if I wasn't sitting down while I was flying. I haven't got motion sick in the slightest with this game. Now, mileage may vary. Everyone's sense of body is different. So take that as you will. I Yeah, I'm not most people. I can tell that I'm in VR and my movements are not real life. Not all people can, and that's all right. You do you. This game can be play seated, though I don't recommend it because you're not going to get your full range of motion. Well, I don't recommend it if you're playing Blade Master. If you're playing the Spellcaster, you're probably fine sitting down, in all honesty, because you're not swinging wide swings, which wide swings do more damage than short swings, which is another nice thing. Um, yeah, I've never got motion sick. I have stumbled a few times, well, landing, but nothing terrible. I haven't fallen over or anything like that. The art style, they kind of went with a more anime type look. Currently, the only time you can customize your character is when you make your character. So do keep that in mind. Take a little more time in the character creation process, because until they make a barbershop or something along those lines, you're not going to be customizing your character after you create it. Yeah, there are different enemies. A lot of them do have the same move sets. There is that. They do use a lot of enemies from lower zones and some of the higher zones. I know the guy that looks like what's his nuts? An NPC by the name of Shin, I think his name is, and they do use his model for cultists. Actually, yeah, cultists. Um, and then the Slifids, I think, Sylphids, Slifids are used in another zone. The Nagas are used pretty much hand in hand with the Slifids. You got these automaton beings which function a lot like the shark people in the pirate zones, a lot like the pirates in general. Um, with a little bit of changes, they do have a block. At least the bigger ones do. Um, yeah, it's a bunch of bugs in there. That's to be expected with early access. What we can do from here is let the devs know what bugs there are. Hope they can get them fixed soon. If not, hope they can get them fixed before it's a full release. But as for that, I think my last notes are I thoroughly enjoy this game, and hopefully maybe see some of you in there sometime. I usually play on Celestial 3 US East, if that interests you. If not, be that as it may. Yeah, so I'll end it with thank you everyone so much for watching. And as always, have a good one. Peace out.